Hey everyone, it's Mark the Knife Maker 123 back again. This is going to be my first cooking video for the Bannock that I showed you guys how I mixed up. In this cup here, I have one of the bags that has half a cup in there, a little bit of water, a couple spoonfuls of raisins, and that's it. Mixed it up with a little bit of water, so it's kind of like peanut butter. I know it's hard to see, but the spoon pretty much stays. That's how thick it is. You can experiment, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to use my alcohol burner stove with 91% alcohol in there. May not be the best, may not be what you're supposed to use, but at Walmart it's only $1 for this, and it's 91% alcohol, and it works really good in this type of stove. Anyway, I have a normal Coleman top pan with tinfoil around it, a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of it just to keep it from sticking. So let's see how this goes. I'll try and get this lit. Hope I put enough on the outside. I know I'm using a lighter, that's a big no-no, but you all use them too, and that's what they're for. So let's just hope that gets lit. Maybe not. A handy tip, you can use a Q-tip. You can get the Q-tip lit. And stick that down in there. Sometimes these are a little bit finicky getting them going. You drop a match down in there, generally if the match is going pretty good, it starts it up. But since you've all used these before, you understand that sometimes they don't light right up, but once they get going pretty good. Okay, this is a standard alcohol burner that I got with the Great Big Cook Set, the Army Surplus cook set. This is the alcohol burner that came with it. This works fantastic. I'll do a longer vid on that later. This I just wanted to do a vid on an easy, quick way to cook up the Bannock that I mixed. I don't have the card with all my ingredients. You can watch the other video. But this is one baggies worth with 2 spoons of raisins added to it. And it's just going to be a basic cook test to show you how easy and how quick this stuff cooks up. I'll try and tilt it up to show you. It should make a pretty nice sized patty, or however you'd like to call it. Like about a medium-sized pancake. It should be a little bit thicker and a little bit better than pancake with the raisins and the brown sugar mix that I put in there. Anyway, you can start the clocks. I forgot to set mine up. I'm not sure how to do this stuff yet. I'm learning as I go, so I hope you guys understand. Okay, now you can see the jets coming, just starting to come on. What I did with mine, a lot of them come empty. There's nothing inside the can. I found a great big wide industrial wick and an old style oil lamp. And I took the wick apart and I pushed the strands down in here, so I packed this with wick material, and it soaks the alcohol in, and it seems to work a little bit better once it gets going. It just seems to absorb it and gets it going. Normally a little bit quicker. Sorry about this. I got the regular penny stoves, but they just don't work as good as this stove here. Once it gets cranking, this one here was really designed for cooking stuff quick. I'm going to show you how to do the Bannock balls. You wrap a Bannock in a ball of tinfoil and put it on the end of a stick, and you just slowly twirl it over a candle. It might take a little while to cook it, but if you make a nice sized ball, again about this size, you can carry lots of tinfoil. Tinfoil is really cheap. Right here is 200 square feet of tinfoil. And this will last and last and last and last. You don't have to carry all this because it does weigh a lot, but I mean, there's 65 yards of it, so there's enough to last you all summer long. Anyway, I'm going to try and do a lot more videos on simple camp food, survivalist type food, backpacking food, woods crafting. I'm not sure how you'd really categorize my videos that I'm going to make. I'm going to show you the gear that I carry. A lot of it's similar to what you guys use, but in my opinion, the best and easiest food to carry, which you should always have on you no matter what, is one of these 3-day food bars. It doesn't have to be ER. They could be Mayday, Mainstay. There's all different kinds. They're only a couple dollars for a 3-day supply of food. Everyone should carry one of these. They last for 5 years, so everyone should have at least one of these in their kit. Even if you're only going out for the night, you know that you have at least 3 days worth of food that's good for years. You don't have to cook it. You just open it up. Tastes pretty good. You can watch the other videos about this stuff. I'll do a whole bunch more on the basic foods that I carry in my pack. Just an average pack, you should have an easy 3 days to 2 weeks worth of food that won't go bad. The stuff like the Bannock, again, it gives you something to do when you're just sitting around the campfire hanging out. If there's nothing else going on, you can kind of trade recipes for a little bit of added taste. You can add some banana rum. I really love banana rum. I showed you the one flask that I made. It's the one thing that really comes in handy, just having a little 4 ounces of, banana rum. You can add it to the top of stuff that you cook or just drink it. The one thing I forgot to get is a new little spatula spoon. I forget who I saw using it, but it looked really, really cool. And I ordered one. I followed their link right to the website that had them. And that's something that would really, really come in handy right now. I have my Leatherman Wave multi-tool. You should always carry a set of vice grips with you too, just for my 2 cents. The multi-tools work. They are what they are. They come in really handy. But a small set of 4-inch vice grips also comes in incredibly handy. You never know when you're going to use it. You can carry drill bits. You can carry Phillips heads and flathead bits that clamp right into the vice grips, and you've got a whole selection of tools that you can add on to the standard vice grips. Anyway, sorry this is so boring. You can't really see it cooking, and I'm using my webcam, so I apologize for that. But this is something where you could just use sticks. Pretty much any piece of metal. I'll show you how to use canes to make a grill. This is just a piece of fencing that I found, and I cut the fencing just so I could put little bars of steel through at different heights, and I can experiment with different stuff. It all breaks down and folds up. It can go right into your pack if you wanted to, take something this big. Generally, I would carry the alcohol burner with the cook set. That's really all you need for just about everything. You can bring cans of soup. You don't have to use Bannock. The idea of cooking stuff is pretty cool, but I'd rather nuke it. For me, a priority is having coffee. If I can boil water and make coffee, I've got snacks. You can open up cans of Denny Moore. When you get bored with that stuff, that's when you have the bags of Bannock. Again, these right here, there's 11 bags. Each one has a half a cup that's as big as this patty's going to make. And you're watching pretty much how long it takes. Sorry it's so boring. I'm not the best at making these videos yet. It's floating around on the olive oil. I found olive oil. I heat treat my blades in olive oil. Heat up the L6 till it's cherry red and douse it in the olive oil, and it smells like you're baking cookies. So anytime that you're going to use oils, I've found that if you use olive oil, it makes everything smell like you're baking cookies. If you use it with cast iron pots and pans. it adds that smell to it. This is just starting to flake up. Now, I'm not the best cook. Pretty much every time that I mix this up, it comes out differently. Sometimes it comes out really good, and sometimes it doesn't. I try and add and experiment with different stuff. I like the taste of brown sugar. Always tastes a lot better than regular sugar, but it's not always as sweet. I think that's for the brand name, the brand kind that you get. This is going pretty good. The alcohol burner is just not coming up. That's one thing that's really slowing it down. It's not coming up through the jets. It is, but not as much as it should. Sometimes it cranks, sometimes it doesn't. I think I might have put too much of the material in there. I didn't measure how much I put in. I just poured some in there and lit it up. I never really fill it. Anytime that you're messing around with this stuff in the house, guys, a lot of you don't show it, but just for the heck of it, trust me, have a fire extinguisher right there at hand. If you're doing this stuff indoors on a kitchen table and you're playing with alcohol or other stuff that's really flammable that could tip over and spill and hit the carpet and stuff, have your cell phone handy and have a fire extinguisher handy. Don't let your girlfriends or your wives catch you doing this stuff. Sorry about that. Okay, this is almost ready to flip. That's where I need my spatula. I'm just using a plastic one, and now the stove is really starting to crank. I wish I could think of, if you guys are into alcohol stoves, look at my favorites, my favorite videos. His name is Hiram. I apologize to him because he just sent me a note saying that he liked my vids and he subbed for me. He has got a couple hundred vids on different alcohol stoves, and he does really, really in-depth, detailed analysis of burn times and stuff and different stoves and different designs. I've only had a chance to go through half of his vids so far. He's got so many. I'm trying to get it to the point where I could flip it. I shouldn't be using a plastic knife, but it's all I have handy. And it's starting to stick. So okay guys, this didn't come out as good as I thought. It's sticking to the bottom. I'm just trying to peel it up anyway and see if I can get it just to flip over. This may not be the best, but if it's edible when you're done, again, you girls out there are cringing, but I'm sure you guys understand. This is how we cook. We can't nuke something. Oh, this really came out bad. It's stuck to the bottom. I don't think I used enough oil. But it fluffed up pretty good. If I can get it to flip over a little bit more, I'll finish cooking it. Give it the taste test. Sometimes burned cookies are just as good. So I can get that back on there for a couple minutes. It did fluff up pretty good. I think I should have used butter. Anyone else that has handy hints for this, normally I just ball it up in the tin foil and throw it on there until it's cooked, and that's it. I've been watching a lot of other videos, and I thought I'd experiment with stuff and make my own videos to show you guys the mistakes that I make and what I'm trying to attempt. That sounds like I'm cooking scrambled eggs and bacon. It smells really good, I gotta admit. I didn't add no rum to it yet. Oh, shoot. That's why I had the fire extinguisher and pliers handy. Well, I think our cooking experiment for the night is done. Shoot. Okay, I used the tin foil on the bottom of it just so I wouldn't have to deal with the soot in case there was any soot. Let's make sure that's out. Okay. Doesn't that look yummy? Okay guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll do a lot more on ones that work. It's not bad. It could be a little bit sweeter, but it's not bad. It's definitely edible. I'm definitely going to eat it. Tastes like a not too sweet cookie, but not bad. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope you got a laugh out of this. Stay tuned for more.